Well, the sickness is basically, it began with what they are eating. It began with the Inquisition, where it all began. That's where it started, with bringing in the kidnapping. Where they came and kidnapped all the children, took them into the Western schools, boarding schools, and started training them in, Western ways, Western food. Took them away from their lands, still trying to take their lands away from them, so they can't be self-sustainable. They cannot connect anymore. Like what Titus used to say, the most important thing, he said, and this for me, it's so true, he said, I don't care what you know, who you are, how spiritual you are, how amazing and, honest or whatever you are, he says, if you do not know how to grow corn, you don't know anything. And I agree with that, because it's the practical side of living, connecting, because we are our own creators, we are God, and we can connect with the information at any time. And so that is what the Hopi people have forgotten. They live in government way, they're paying bills, they're eating the junk food, and they're really overweight, they got diabetes, cancer. And the purpose was, as it came to me in the prophecy, in the book that was shown to me, was that they're supposed to keep the earth in balance, they're supposed to be praying, and they're supposed to be examples to us, to the other side, to the east side. But that's not happening. It's the influence of it began with the Inquisition, and now we know it is government at this time, still trying to take lands away from people, and trying to put all the pipes into the ground. So that's the political side. There's politics involved in the history. Well, prophecy, you cannot say is going to be this way or that way. Prophecy is up to us to decide what it is, up to humanity. So you can only just watch and observe what the answer will be. No one knows, if it's going to be this way or that way. Like, what do you feel? What do you feel in your heart will happen with the earth? And that's the key, that's the importance. So the prophecy was just left behind as a warning, just to show that the knowledge they had back then, they could predict what would happen. So they were examples back then, So everything that's happened, the world wars, World War I, World War II, it's been predicted, in the prophecy rock. So it's basically just a warning to us, It's just helping us. Warning, yeah, basically you have a choice. We have a choice. Do we want to follow the materialistic realm, the anti-creation, or do we want to come back and live simple life, connect with the land and spiritual life? So that's the choice. And either way, what we have decided to choose at this time, there's no good or there's no bad. It's part of the plan. But all we can do is just look out for signs and be aware. So, this is a good sign, what's happening right now. So, and I know in my heart, everything will be fine. It's going to be beautiful. And the people that have chosen at this time to be the anti-creation, to do that, bless them too, They're doing that because that's what their souls needed to do, And what we doing here now is what we have to do, So everything, it's a big mystery. It's entering the mystery, and we'll never know for sure. But once we start to do something about what we feel, that's when we make the difference. And then that's when we're fulfilling our destinies. Even if it's just 1, 2, or 3 Hopis that do it, it's okay. So that's just a majority. I think there'll only be a handful of people that will be able to carry this through. So I don't think it's about everyone waking up, or I think some of them are meant to not wake up. But the most important is, how do you feel inside, and what are you able to create outside of yourself? That's the step. That's doing something, that's making a change. And that's what shakes, that's what really makes things move. So it's your choice. Everyone has a choice what you want to see and what you want to focus on. Because we cannot control things. We got to let go of the control. Only the Creator knows what will happen, and we got to put our trust in what He has and what she is doing. And we got to trust that. And the only thing we can do is focus on ourselves. That's the biggest gift we can give back, and what we see for ourselves and in our environment. The rest, we got to let go of control, let it go, surrender to whatever the plan is, because there is no good or bad. Everything is exactly how it's meant to be. Well, first I want to say thank you so much for what you're doing and for coming here. Thank you, really, thank you. I think it's great. I mean, intention is important, and we can only do the best we can. As long as you're doing your best, for me, I think it's wonderful, and I think the intention is very great, and the fact that you're bringing people here, I mean, who knows what will come from that, Everything is Creator. He brought us here at this very time, right now, right this. It's God willing. So who knows? Let's just see what happens. But I just want to say thank you so much, for coming and following your heart and doing this. It's to women, make an appeal to women of the world about birth. Don't listen to the nonsense. Don't listen to, oh my gosh, don't listen to the medical system. They want to disconnect. And once we step out of the illusion and you're in your heart, you don't need that. You don't bring it into your reality. And it's okay. Don't be scared. That's what I want to say to the woman, is not to be scared of the birthing process. Just trust, have faith. I'm happy to say I'm an example of that. I didn't go to any doctor. I didn't have a midwife. I was all alone. I never had myself checked out. I prayed and I had faith in the original woman. That's it. The original woman. I would pray to my original woman, and I would say, you know what to do. I'm here. I am the universe. I am God. We are working together. Why do I need someone else to deliver my baby? So anyway, we went through it. Although the hormones, they do go up and down. It's normal pregnancy. Yes, you do get snappy and angry and emotional. But it's beautiful because you actually really get to learn about the Mother Earth. Connecting with her, you really understand what does Mother Earth want for us? What does a parent want for their child? Just to be happy. That's it. Just be happy. That's all. That's all we have to do. And live in abundance, And yeah, she feeds us. This abundance of food that she has for us, the mother, our mother. We just got to use it. We got to take it. We don't need to live in the mind. So it was amazing just giving birth that way, just all by myself with my partner, and just going through the fears, going through the, pain also. And I do believe we can transcend the pain. I don't think I've got in there yet, because mine was very painful. But we are able to handle the pain. And I think pain is a part of everything at this time. But I think after a couple of generations, we'll evolve into no more pain. But we still got to get there, steps. Eventually we won't even need to eat food anymore. We'll be at such a high, but we got to get there in steps. We can't just jump. Many people think, oh, I don't need food, but get real. You're still here. You cannot go from A to Z. You got to make steps, and which is why we got to purify first, clean ourselves, and then eventually we'll get there. So we taking the first step, and the first step is also for a woman to give birth in the original way. By connecting with your child, and of course having faith to your child, Like I spoke to my child and I said, I have faith in you, I know what you're doing, I'm just facilitating you, this is your ceremony, you're coming, And she came, she was beautiful, she's perfect, and it was a beautiful experience. And, throughout the whole birthing process, you learn so much about humanity and about the earth. Our Mother Earth, and it's interesting for me, this alignment we had with the Pleiadian star system and the moon and the sun. They called it the ring of fire, because you could still see a bit of the sun. And when a woman gives birth, she has the moment in the birth, which is the ring of fire. And at that point, it's the most painful point of the pushing process. It burns. It's like a second of pain, confusion, regret. You want to run away from your body. You want to run away from having this child, the responsibility. It's just a split second of it, And then comes the bliss and the love and the perfection, the beauty, oh my God, I can't even explain it. It's like, I can't even explain that feeling, but that's the best I can do. And so I feel that's what's happening now. That was a sign from our Mother Earth that we're going through that now. There's going to be spiritual confusion. It's going to be, you want to run away from everything. People who are not even, who are completely asleep are really going to get confused, as I believe that because it's already happening. Many people are losing their jobs, you know, the banks are, you know, thieves. So many people are getting hurt by that. So there's going to be a lot of confusion, depression. So that's what we're going through. And the ones that are more spiritually awake will be able to hold on and will make it through to the next phase, to the fifth world, or the fifth dimension, they say, yeah. And it'll be beautiful. So I think it will happen. I think that was a sign. So it's a personal choice. It's everyone's personal choice what they choose. We create our own reality. We have the power to do that. So what do you want to do? What do you want to live? You make that choice. And then it's as simple as that.